So I'll be brief. I know I'm standing between you and freedom, so I will just like to say that I am just feel terrible that I haven't been able to listen in all day. I just got back from New York, and you know, I got to hear a little bit of Dr. Henderson's talk, Brian's talk, and it just seems like really fascinating and quite timely. And so the meeting I just came from was a meeting with publishers, press directors, vendors, journalists. It's just a big mix of people talking about higher ed and education in general. And ethics was the big topic. And the chairman of Elsevier was one of the speakers, and he talked at length about every company having a chief ethics officer. Now, I don't believe Elsevier has an ethics officer right now, but I supposedly they're supposed to get one. But you don't want to get me started on Elsevier. I mean, libraries in Elsevier, we have this really tense relationship because of the things they do. I mean, of course, they have great journals, but they also charge libraries millions of dollars, and it's completely out of control. But anyway, at this meeting, the discussion about the summit on human genome editing, that came up. And you know, I'm assuming that was a topic here, that people are just like, wow, this is amazing. I can't believe this is happening right now. But the whole point of this is this topic that you're grappling with today is of high importance to higher ed in general. And I think that I applaud all of you for being here on a Friday and submitting your papers and your lightning talks, because this is just incredibly important. And it makes me reflect on libraries and librarians and archivists. And you know, we have a Bill of Rights and a Code of Ethics and things like that. And these are really important to us. And I always like to remind people that the beginnings of the profession were really based in social justice. And I think when you start talking about privacy and confidentiality and anonymity and all these different things, you can always think about social justice and what that means for certain groups of people. So this is a topic that is near and dear to libraries. And so I want to pause and just really thank first all of you, but you know, I know putting on a meeting like this is a lot of work. So I want to thank Nandita Money for leading, and Brian Monahan, I know you've done a lot of work, and many other staff and librarians here at HSL have been working really hard. I can't name all of you, but a lot of you are here. But thank you for putting the work in for our second annual symposium, because this is important work. So in closing, I'll just mention that this question of ethics and thinking about the technology and health technology and data and things like that are very much aligned to the pillars that the library are currently engaging with. And those pillars are really centered on preservation, student success, and the research enterprise. And I can't go into details about all of those, but you know, the library is a place that really brings together diverse perspectives. And you won't believe how often we grapple with these questions of ethics. I mean, it happens a lot. And you know, in our collections, we have things that could offend everybody. I mean, that's a great library when you really, I mean, really, that's a great library. You have, I mean, we have books that deny the Holocaust. We have books that are racist, misogynistic, anti-Semitic. I mean, we could go on. But it is a value of intellectual freedom. And you can come to a library, check out a book, and we will never give your name to anybody, because we stand by privacy and we stand by your right to study what you want to study. So librarians will go at great lengths to prevent anybody from knowing what you check out and what you study. And I think that's exactly the way it's supposed to be. So the final thing I'll say is that I hope that it was obvious to you why the library would want to be a host of an event like this, and I hope that I hope this is an annual event for us, and that we continue to promote this and get more and more people from all over campus to participate, because I can't wait to see what the topic is going to be next year. Do you know it all, or has it been announced?
We haven't announced anything yet, but we're definitely open to everyone's ideas. So okay, no,
great.
The best way to figure it out.
Yeah, so I can't wait to know what it's going to be. But I'll just close by thanking you once again, and I guess we'll have to get a save this date out at some point. But I'm just, again, I wish I were here. I look at the types of the presentations and the authors that are still here, and it just really looks like quite a fruitful meeting. Lots of interesting discussions that are going to continue in the elevator, in the cafe, or maybe you're going to the bar tonight, or I don't know. But that's why we have these meetings, because it's really important to bring people together. So thank you.